Okay, now we're going to do collision detection with parameters. So, as discussed in class, we're going to make, I'm running around collecting tortoises. So, I could make a procedure, but I'm going to make a function because the function is going to tell me whether or not that turtle was collected so that I can update the score later on. Okay? So my function is going to be a Boolean, and it's going to be called turtle found. Okay? That's what I called it, turtle found. Now, in here, I need to ask the question whether or not the turtle is found. So, I have an if statement that says if the turtle is found. And if you remember from a couple days ago, we need to ask a mathematical question. It's a decimal number because it has to do with distance from the turtle to my panda. So the mathematical equation is if the distance from turtle to panda is less than the 1/2 the turtle width plus 1/2 the panda width. If that's the case, then that's a collision. Okay? So it'll return true if there's a collision. So I'm using a decimal number if anything's less than anything. And there's a function in here, distance to. As of right now, though, I can't do distance to another object. So this is where we will add a parameter. The parameter is going to be, to what other object do we asking, is it colliding with? So the parameter, I clicked on the parameter button, is going to be a class variable, and I'm going to click panda. Now, if it comes in context with other things other than pandas, I'd probably want to use biped. But because in this program it only can come in context with other pandas, I'll choose this one. And I'm going to label this collider. Okay? Now, I can say this dot distance to collider. Do you guys see that? So I changed it to collector. Now, if the tortoise distance to collider is less than, in functions, there is a get width, and we divide this by 2 plus, make sure to use this whole thing plus another one, okay? Because it's the tortoise's width divided by 2 plus, now we have to do collider's width. So in here, there is an option called collider, and we can get his width, make sure you drag it into the correct one, and do that math divided by 2. Now, if they come in contact with each other, it'll return true. Otherwise, it'll return false. Okay? Now, there's a little bit more to it than this. Okay? So, if it returns false, that means it hasn't been collided. So, technically, we could have this tortoise turn one full rotation before it returns left. Okay? If the turtle wasn't found, it makes a rotation and then it returns false. And if it was collected, we can have it say, "You got me." And we could even have it disappear and then return true.